Hey guys, what's up? Toboloco here. Welcome back to our Panama 2014 FIFA World Cup qualifying series. We are in part 2 of our series with Panama. And if you're wondering, if you've just stumbled on it, this is what we're doing. We're qualifying for the World Cup. We are in round 2 of the whole qualifying process. We are in Group A with El Salvador, the Bahamas and Surinam. Should be pretty simple, but with this game, nothing is simple. It's quite a difficult game to navigate most of the time, and well, El Salvador might give us some problems, but Bahamas and Surinam, they won't be problematic unless they do that tricky thing where, you know, one-star teams do, where they just lock down and do nothing all game apart from defend. I mean, they have every right to do it, but it's so frustrating. So here we go then, Panama versus El Salvador. We are at the Panama Stadium for this one, or the Shibukasa Stadium as it's called in this game. I hope you guys are doing well. I hope you guys are doing okay in life. I haven't really sat down to actually talk to you guys on stream recently. It's been a very long time. I am very sorry. I just have done a lot in life recently, and I'm starting to get back into a proper routine now, and I hope you guys understand that. You know, I really want to get back to streaming again. I really want to make more runs, of course, like we do normally on the channel, but I also want to do more stuff as well on the side, you know, more career modes and stuff like that, because I also find them enjoyable from time to time. And he gets round and he's tackled. We are pressing quite a lot here, but Panama can't seem to get the ball properly. As the shot comes in, it nearly goes straight in. Great attempt. And you must remember that this second round, you have to finish top of the group. That was a fatal error in one of my qualifying series in one of my videos. So I need to make sure I finish top. And, well, with defending like that, I'm not really going to. It's just like the final third on this game. It's always the final third. Like, defenders always block up, and then they just block everything that you try and do. Good cross and great header for Perez to score the header, and it is 1-0 to Panama. Fantastic start. Like I said, you know, it's just that final third you need to break down on this game. The midfield areas and stuff like that isn't too bad. I always find the final third, like trying to do it on a harder difficulty, it can be so annoying. Through ball, Perez is going through. It was a mistake by El Salvador, and unfortunately we couldn't capitalise. Through ball, Alvarez going through for El Salvador, twists and turns, and it's blocked by Panama. Not over yet, and it's blocked again by Panama. Great defending, showing the computer we can block shots like that just like they do against us. Well, not the most explosive starts, but we do have the lead. It is 1-0 at half-time, and that's all that matters really. This is the opponent that I'm most worried about in the group. I'm worried about the other two for different reasons, just because they're super defensive most of the time, these one-star teams, but El Salvador do have a good chance to beat us. Feels like Panama are out of stamina as well already in like the 54th minute, which is not ideal, to be fair, not ideal. I don't think they'll have to work as hard against Surinam and the Bahamas. Well, I hope not anyway. Sanchez to whip this one in. Header, and that's nestled in, and it's Perez again with another header. He's got a brace, and that is 2-0 against El Salvador. That should wrap the game up. Even though El Salvador have had chances, we've been way more sort of attacking in front of goal, and we deserve this. Comes El Salvador with a late chance. It's blocked, but they get the goal, and it's Aguila with the goal, or Aguila. Don't know how to say his name properly. I do apologise, but he scores to make it 2-1, and it's a late one for El Salvador, but I don't think it's going to impact the match now. Not now, no, it's game over, and that is a 2-1 win for Panama. Not too bad, not too bad at all. Perez coming up clutch with the brace. So currently Panama have got 6 points from 2 games, so we are well ahead at the moment. Well, not well ahead, but Surinam are second at the moment, which is slightly surprising. I must have played a game in the last video, I don't remember. I record these so far in advance that I just never remember what I'm doing anymore, but yeah, well, must have done. So our next match is Panama versus the Bahamas. We are still at home for this one, which is a huge advantage, and we've had a lot of time to rest. We've had about a month since the last game, so should be no excuses really. We should be beating the Bahamas. Perez pushing his way through early in the game, into the middle here. And that's saved. What a save, but it was straight at the keeper, unfortunately. Come on, Panama. Skips past there, and it's shot straight at the keeper. Our shot selection has not been amazing, or it's just the fact that we're putting it into the keeper, which is really frustrating. For a ball, and another one. Can we get there? Oh, just over the bar. I think it might have just clipped someone. I'm not sure. It looked like it got entangled in the defender, maybe. No, it's not. Okay, well, another chance goes begging. Bahamas putting up a good fight against Panama. It's going to be a corner to Panama. Quintero to whip this one in. And it's headed, and it's gone in. And that's Gomez. Another header by Panama. And, well, that's 3 in 2 games. 3 headers in 2 games. And what a cross. And what a header. And, of course, that was going to go in. You know, it's a lower rated keeper. It's going to. But accurate headers today. Come on, Panama, you can do it. And it's saved again. We're just not very good at putting the ball in the back of the net from anything but headers. It's shot there and it goes wide. See what I mean? We just haven't been able to score from open play. Henriquez goes for it and it's just saved again. Man, how many times have we had shots on goal? As Henriquez pushes again. It's not quite dealt with. And, well, we're just all over the Bahamas. And yet still, we're only 1 goal up. It's a tiny bit disappointing, but it's okay for the minute. It's not too bad. As the header there just gets blocked. It's going to go into half time, and Panama, well, despite their dominance, have been, well, just limited to a 1 goal lead. Well, Panama have the chance to bend this one in. I don't know who's really very good at free kicks on this side. Need a left-footed player, really, to see if we can bend this over the wall. Henriquez. He goes for it and it's tipped over the bar again. Another save from the Bahamas keeper. Look at that, 8 saves. Tackled. There should be no way, man. This is just a disaster by the Bahamas, and that is finally a goal from open play. But it took like the goalkeeper and the defender an absolute like catastrophe to happen. Dinked into the back right corner. And that is 2-0. I don't know what was going on there. Initially, I thought that I missed the first chance. That's why I sort of like just went, oh, no way, you know, sort of thing. But, oh, my goodness. We've had so many shots. And the goalkeeper has been magnificent the whole game up until that point. Well, the match is almost over, and I can't believe how many shots we had in this game compared to the Bahamas. I think the Bahamas only had like maybe 1 shot the entire game. We had like 18, and the goalkeeper saved pretty much all of them apart from the 2 we scored. 1 from a header. You know, at this point, Panama are just scoring headers for fun, and 1 from a mistake. So, again, not very clinical compared to how many shots we did have against the Bahamas, but we'll take it. It's still a W. So as you can see on the table on the right hand side, Panama have been pretty much perfect with 9 points from 3 games, and El Salvador just behind us. Our next game is against El Salvador, so if we beat them, we'll put a 6-point gap between us and El Salvador. So just after the halfway point then, we have El Salvador, this time away from home. Going to be tough because they're only 3 points behind us. If they beat us, then of course they go level with us. It's all about being clinical in front of goal and not relying on headed goals to win matches. I want to try and actually score some goals from open play rather than just headers from corners. So through ball, and here comes Quintero. Early on in the match here. And Quintero goes for it, it's blocked, and what I was about to say a lucky deflection, but it was more luckier for El Salvador as it pings off the post. Seems like Panama are a bit lethargic to what's going on the field right now. El Salvador a bit better on the possession. So through ball, and here comes Panama. And they get it out to that guy, and it's wide. Oh my goodness. I mean, yes, okay, he was facing away from it, but he should have put that one away. Through ball. Panama have got it and it's offside. Goodness gracious, like, what have we got to do? It's amazing because El Salvador feel like they're here for the taking. They have not done anything in front of our net. Uh-oh, that was a terrible header and El Salvador put it wide. Nobody can score in this game. Thrown in here. Needs to be crossed in. And, oh, I thought we might have pulled that off, but El Salvador's keeper saves it. Unfortunately for us. It's not been the best of days for Panama. Again, not clinical in front of goal. Bit of a mix-up there. There's an injury. And this could be Panama's if we want it. Come on. And they scored! Panama have scored in the 90th minute through Sanchez. And it was the worst shot in the world. And the defending was atrocious. On the 90th minute mark, there was a player down injured. Maybe that's why El Salvador stopped. I don't know, but oh my goodness. That is a big win for Panama, despite all our troubles. I mean, that shot was just awful, man. It was awful the way it was struck. Ref, where's the whistle? And that's gone all the way through. El Salvador offside, thankfully. And, well, it's been like 10 minutes of added time. Come on, just blow the whistle. There we go. And it's going to be 1-0 to Panama. Did we deserve it in that match? Probably not. Like, possession-wise, yes. But the shots we were taking, they were awful. Absolutely dreadful. And I'm so lucky we got that 90th minute winner. And it was, like I said, it wasn't a good winner either. It was so scrappy. But that is your table with 2 games left to play. And those 2 games are against Surinam and the Bahamas. Even if we draw, we are safe. So our 5th match of qualifying for Panama is back at home against Surinam. Can we just get the job done, win the game, and put all doubt out of sight and mind as we go forward to round 3? Tackled. Pushing here. Panama, and it's saved. Got another chance to whip it in, perhaps. And not that time, although it's offside, unfortunately. Just feels like with Panama, like most of the chances we get, we're striking it straight at the keeper, even though I'm literally trying to put it in the bottom corners. Into the box, and it's blocked again. Like, it's just block party every single time. It's crazy. I mean, I guess it's good, but at the same time, it's so frustrating when you're trying to score goals. Well, 45 minutes have almost been played and it's just been horrible again from Panama. They just don't know how to play football at the moment. It just feels like it. Like, I know we're 6 points clear and we are on track to winning the group, of course. But it's just frustrating. It's just so frustrating because they can't control the ball. They can't do anything. It's 0-0 at half time. It's a bit frustrating how we're not scoring more goals. Well, 6 shots and still no goals. Panama have to be one of the worst conversion rate teams I've ever used on this game because they just cannot put away any of their chances. On the ball here, and it's blocked. Unfortunately, again, Surinam's tough defence has just not let Panama through. A chance maybe for Panama. Quintero, he scores. There we go. We got the goal. After so many chances yet again, Quintero has scored and it's a late winner again. I'll take it. I absolutely will, but that was so frustrating. And it's just, it puts doubt in my mind for future rounds, of course. You can't do this against teams like the United States, Mexico, you know, teams like that, basically. We just can't do it. We can get away with it against Caribbean sides like tiny little islands because you have multiple chances each game. So you're going to score eventually. But against USA, no. Not a chance. Just edged this game out. 1-0. Happy that we won. Not happy about the conversion rate. Again, it's just not good enough. A team that just can't score goals is a problem in future rounds. Imagine if this was like a European round or something with a team doing this. We wouldn't get through. So this is your table with only one more game to play. We have 15 points. We are miles clear of El Salvador, which is great, of course. But again, we're not scoring that many goals. We should have scored more goals in that round, to be fair. One more game to try and get more goals, but I highly doubt that's going to happen. So I've changed the squad around a little bit more. I've kept the defence the same, but I've replaced the whole midfield and the front line for this match against Surinam again, just to see if it works. See if they have any more better chances than what the first 11 did. Well, the first strikers at least. Here we go then, away from home against Surinam to wrap this round up. It doesn't matter if we win or lose, to be fair, because we're so far ahead of El Salvador. Here comes Buitrago, running down the wing for Panama here. He puts it into the box, and it's put into the middle, and he's run away from it. I just don't understand why players do that on this game. Never happens on 2010, but 2014 happens pretty much all the time. Torres out to Cooper. Can Cooper finish it? It's passed off, and again just doesn't snap on to the player. It's frustration. I know it's the substitutes basically playing, but it's still frustration. Over the top. Good ball, but are we really going to get past their defence? Probably not, as we pass it into another Surinam defender. It's just so bad. Escobar, and that's a great save. That's probably our best chance of the game. We're getting hustled so bad by Surinam. It's crazy how bad we've been in this game. Especially, well, over the last two games, I'd say, we've been absolutely terrible. As Surinam get it back, they are pushing, and it's just poked away. Just awful. Look at this. Awful football from Panama. Into the middle here. And that's flown in. It's Waterman with the goal in the 63rd minute. Oh, that'll do. That'll do. Waterman scores. It was a decent ball into the box. And, well, the middle of the box. And it's just smashed in. Through ball. Buitrago. He puts it in for 2-0. And, well, at least the substitutes and reserves are doing a bit better than the first team in this game, but honestly it doesn't really matter. But we've got 2 goals here against Surinam, and Panama, despite their scoring troubles in this video, they've done the job. So they go for it, and it just goes wide, sadly, but that should be the end of the game as Panama win 2-0 over Surinam away from home. That time it was a bit better, but it was a match that didn't really matter too much. So it's just extra points at the end of the day. So your final table pretty much is like this. Doesn't matter if El Salvador win their match or not. It will only give them 12 points if they win, which is still like 6 points behind us. But Panama, you know, they scored 10 goals in this group, which is okay. It's really good they went unbeaten as well with 6 wins. It's just that when we had most of those chances, they were getting saved constantly or were missing them. I can't do much about the goalkeeper saving them. I know that, you know, that's just good goalkeeping from the opposition, but it's still a little bit concerning. Alright then guys, before we look at our group in round 3, let's have a look and see who went through from this round. So obviously Group A is us. In Group B it was Trinidad and Tobago going through. Bermuda came close, only 4 points behind Trinidad and Tobago. That would have been cool if Bermuda did it. Cuba go through. In Group C, Puerto Rico in the same situation as Bermuda, coming close but 4 points behind. In Group D, Canada came top of that group with St. Lucia, only finishing 6 points behind them. In Group E, it was heartbreak for St. Vincent and the Grenadines, who only missed out on a point to Guatemala in that group. That's unlucky, to be fair. And in Group F, Haiti take that one with 13 points, going through on the top. So in round 3 we have this. In Group A we have Dominican Republic, the United States, Guatemala and Haiti. That's such an easy group for the USA. That's crazy. Then in Group B we have Jamaica, Mexico, Panama and Trinidad and Tobago. Great. We literally got one of the harder groups. You know, I would have preferred to be in Group A. Just replace United States with us. I would have loved that, but no, of course not. And then in Group C we have Costa Rica, Honduras, Cuba and Canada. Fairly tricky group there, but I'd say I got the worst group out of all of them. So yeah, tune in next time to see that one, if we can get out of that group. Luckily in this round that we're currently in, 2 teams go through from each group, so we have a little bit more leeway to fail if we don't score enough goals. We just need to get those goals flowing and we should be okay. But if you did enjoy this video today, then please give it a like and subscribe. Keep it loco as always, and I'll see you again for the next video.